Would like to welcome everyone to the White Coat ceremony for the class of 2017. We apologize for the delay, but apparently we had a communication problem with one of the students, and we hope she's on her way. I'm Dr. Henry Trahan. I am one of the professors in the Department of Audiology, and it's my job to welcome you and to introduce our stage party. But first, any questions? Okay. All right, I'm going to start to my right here. This is Dr. Rachel Friedman. She is our guest speaker this evening, and she is a graduate of our program from 08. Oh, very good. I remembered. Sitting next to her is Dr. Norman Gevitz, the Senior Vice President of Academic Affairs for A.T. Still University. Next to Dr. Gevitz is Dr. Ann Lee Birch, Vice Dean and Associate Professor of the Arizona School of Health Sciences. Next to her is Mr. Elton Bordnave, Professor in the Department of Audiology, and Dr. Tom Rigo, Professor in the Department of Audiology. To my left, the Chair of the Department of Audiology, Dr. Tabitha Buck. Next to her, sitting next to where I was sitting, is Dr. Zareen Mehta, Professor in the Department of Audiology, Dr. Les Schmeltz, Professor in Audiology, Dr. Tricia Dabrowski, Professor in the Department of Audiology, and Dr. Troy Hale, also a graduate of our program, who is an associate professor in our department and is also the director of the AFA Clinic, which is the department-run audiology clinic. I'd like to introduce Dr. Norman Gevitz, who will say a few words.
The mission of A.T. Still University is to provide whole-person health care to treat mind, body, and spirit. Hearing is a vital window to understanding and interpreting the world about us, and the role of the vestibular system in locating ourselves in space is fundamental to helping us define and placing ourselves in the physical, social, and spiritual spheres. Your role in the healthcare system is therefore vital. You will become essential practitioners. All of you here who are receiving your white coats today will be entering a health profession whose practitioners serve the most vulnerable in society: children, the elderly, disabled veterans, the underserved. You will test profoundly hearing impaired children and be part of a team of experts overseeing the implantation and ongoing monitoring of cochlear devices, which can make an incredible difference in such children's ability to learn, speak, interact, and function in the wider society. You will make a remarkable difference in the lives of the elderly, who too often experience their social world diminishing through loss of communication with others because of hearing loss associated with the normal aging process. A hearing aid is more than a mere technological device. It is a social and psychological bridge to family and friends, which opens our hearing-impaired elderly population to the world around them. You will also serve those who have become hearing impaired not because of natural causes, but because of trauma, through war, through occupation, or through unhealthy recreational activities. Audiology has grown as a profession because of the misfortune of soldiers returning from wars where they have experienced profound hearing loss from their proximity to shell fire or bombings. Audiologists also treat thousands who have labored in industries that have not adequately protected their workers from the frequent and sometimes unrelenting high decibel impact of the machines they work with. And of course, there is my generation of rock music enthusiasts who attended concerts where the preferred amplified sounds on a normal scale of 1 to 10 were, in the words of the fictional group Spinal Tap, turned up to 11, because it appears that there was nothing so pleasing than one continuous note lingering in one's ears hours, if not days, after the actual concert was over. And now, decades later, many in my generation mistakenly think that tinnitus is a chronic infectious disease they contracted while frolicking in the mud at Woodstock. At A.T. Still University, you will receive preeminent training. Currently, more than 1/3 of all the audiologists in the United States have obtained their residential or online AUD degree from ATSU. What I hope you undergo through your training is that more of your education will be interprofessional in nature. Although audiology is an independent health profession, all health professions are increasingly working in teams. And indeed, there are some patient problems in which your education can be enhanced by working with other health professionals in training. For example, I would like to see more interaction between osteopathic physician, dental, physical therapy, and audiology students with respect to learning the basic science underpinnings and clinical management of temporomandibular joint dysfunction, a condition in which the functional anatomy and physiology of the head and neck is critical to understanding this difficult condition, which is often associated with hearing loss. Working together in teaching and research settings, audiologists, along with other of our health professionals, can truly expand our impact in whole person healthcare. And whole person healthcare is essential to ATSU's mission. To all of you receiving your white coats today, I will tell you that speaking for A.T. Still University, we are proud of your program and we are proud of all of you. Congratulations. It is now my pleasure to introduce Ann Lee Birch, Vice Dean of the Arizona School of Health Sciences. Ann Lee.
Welcome, everybody. With that incredible speech, I just want to say whatever he said, I'm going to say. I really just want to welcome you, families and friends and students. We're all so proud of you. You're moving from the clinic from the didactic environment to the clinical environment. And it's a rite of passage that's very important to all of our students because you're moving from a closed environment to an open one, from perhaps a zone of comfort to one of incredible challenge. And I remember back when I'm a physical therapist, when I received my white coat, and I was one of the very nervous ones because I'm kind of a geek and I was a nerd in the classroom, and I'm just going to tell you right now, I received the A's, and getting out there in the clinic was just really making me nervous. But as I look to my right and my left, I know that this group is so prepared because you have phenomenal faculty, who I've known some of them for 6 years now. And you have such a strong leader in Dr. Parent Buck. You all know that. Let's give her a hand a minute. And as I see you sitting in front of me, you look so poised and so confident. What I hope you do when you're out there in the clinic is remember what's really essential to AT Still, and that is that you will treat your patients, your clients, with compassion and integrity and competence. Congratulations, and congratulations to the families. Take care.
I have only one thing to say, Dr. Gevitz. Rock on. It is now my pleasure and my honor to introduce the chair of the Department of Audiology, Dr. Tabitha Parent Buck.
Well, after those wonderful welcoming remarks, it's my pleasure to be able to introduce our keynote speaker tonight. And this is one of my favorite evenings during our academic year. It is a time for our faculty and our administration, as well as the family and friends of our class of 2017, to honor the accomplishments of the students that sit before me this evening. It is also the occasion for us to help them confirm their commitment to what the white coat represents, as a symbol of their transformation and professional development. Congratulations to our students who are the future doctors of audiology who will care for their patients and help to shape our profession. To introduce our keynote speaker tonight, it is Dr. Rachel Friedman. She graduated in our AUD class of 2008, which was our largest class so far with 14 students in it. They were a large class, but they were a cohesive group, and they took on the challenges of the program with enthusiasm and tenacity, as she has her career since graduating. As a graduate, Dr. Friedman has worked in a variety of settings, from clinical practices to hospitals, from the manufacturing side of training and research, and now she uses all of her experience to continue to enhance her skills and serve her patients. She has found a career niche that suits her well and provides a great service to our nation. She is the Senior Research Audiologist for Occupational Medicine and the Hearing Conservation Program Manager for the Marine Corps Base at Camp Pendleton. Please welcome Dr. Friedman, who will share with us more about her journey as an audiologist, as well as her wisdom, as she honors and inspires the AUD class of 2017.
Good evening. Hello, and welcome to the white coat ceremony for the class of 2017. I'm Dr. Rachel Friedman, class of 2008. I sat where you were sitting just a few short years ago, maybe more than a few short years ago. It is really an honor and a privilege to be here tonight. Thank you to Dr. Buck for allowing me to come and talk with you. Distinguished faculty, administration, students, family, and friends, thank you for allowing me to share this evening with you. I want to start by congratulating the students who are one step closer to achieving their goal, and just as important, the individuals who stand in their shadow, making their dreams come true. That would be the parents, the family members, spouses, significant others, and also the friends. The white coat ceremony was initiated by Arnold T. Gold Foundation in 1993 at Columbia University. Currently, a white coat ceremony or a similar rite of passage takes place in more than 90% of the schools across the United States and includes many disciplines related to healthcare. The cloaking of the white coat, the mantle of the healthcare profession, is a hands-on experience that underscores the bonding process. The white coat is personally placed on each student's shoulders by a faculty member and mentor, signifying the belief in the student's ability to carry on the tradition of care in our profession. The white coat is a personally delivered gift of faith, confidence, and pride in what each student has accomplished in their graduate work to date and what they will continue to achieve. Dr. Gold describes the white coat ceremony as an experience by which participating schools alert students to the need to balance excellence in science with the compassionate patient care. By choosing the profession of audiology, you have made a life choice that gives you the opportunity and privilege to make a difference. You have the ability to change thousands, possibly millions of lives, and all for the better. Allowing a child to hear for the first time, a grandfather to hear his grandchildren, or a mom to hear the sounds of nature as she once again walks through the park. The impact that you have is immeasurable on the lives that you touch. Choosing to be in the healthcare, and especially audiology, is one of the most noble and rewarding professions one can do. We choose healthcare to make a difference, to help those in need, to give back, to make things better. I am so blessed, for I have been given the opportunity to do just that. When I first graduated from AT Still, I remember thinking to myself, what type of audiology do I want to practice? Do I want to run my own business, work in a hospital, maybe for a school system, work for a manufacturer, maybe the VA or Department of Defense? And really, what type of population do you want to see? Children, adults, or both? Do I want to work with cochlear implants, hearing aids, do some hearing conservation, work on vestibular disorders, auditory processing, or maybe even do research? You get my point, and I'm here to tell you that this is the greatest thing in the world about graduating from this university. The faculty and the clinical rotations prepare you for everything and anything I just mentioned. You have the ability to choose and decide what you like and what your passion is. Early in my career, I worked for a manufacturer. I spent days, weeks in a rental car, traveled every major highway and city in this great country. I worked in small clinics, and large teaching facilities. I learned so much about hearing aids, teaching other audiologists, and also about how different audiologists practice the profession of audiology. However, today I'm in the greatest position one could ever ask for, helping our wounded warriors. True Americans and real heroes, the best this country has to offer. The past 4 years, I've worked with the most dedicated and caring healthcare professionals serving our country and caring for our brave men and women in uniform. 3 years at Naval Base Pearl Harbor, Hawaii, and the last year at Naval Medical Center in San Diego. Whether performing an audiogram, doing vestibular testing due to traumatic brain injury, or fitting a hearing aid to help a Navy SEAL as he transitions from active service to retirement, I count my blessings for those heroes who provide me, and also you, the freedom to choose our profession. I remember the first wounded warrior that I ever saw. He'd just come back from his 4th deployment, and all he wanted to hear was his new baby girl. He had never met her since he was away on 2 deployments when she was born. She was now 2 years old. He came into my office and said, "Doc, if there's anything that you can do to help me hear better, I would be forever in your debt." I thought to myself, really? You'd be in my debt? I knew right then and there that I would do everything and anything in my power to help this patient hear again. It is times like this that I'm grateful for the experiences and lessons that this university has prepared me for and will also prepare all of you. Our profession demands an amazing assortment of skills and expertise, a broad range of knowledge, diagnostic skills, writing skills, organizational skills, business management competency, and excellent communication and counseling skills. I encourage you to continue to excel in your coursework, seek advice and assistance from your faculty and preceptors, and fully participate in and enjoy your clinical experiences as you advance towards independence. We are all proud of your achievements and academic successes that have brought you to this ceremony. There is certainly a lot of sacrifices and hard work represented here, and we congratulate each and every one of you on your many accomplishments that have enabled you to be part of this special event. This ceremony is a rite of passage that leads you from didactic to clinical rotations and into the final phase of this professional program. It continues to prepare you for one of life's proudest and noblest callings, the life of an audiologist. You will soon wear the white coat that you will receive today and begin devoting your life to patients, families, and peers, which will lead you to relationships and bonds that will give you perspective and insight into the art and science of your profession and help you develop essential competencies, skills, and form lifelong professional habits. The white coat is a symbolic of the responsibility of privilege and duty appropriate with your life's work as a professional. The white coat also represents the learning, behavior, values, and compassion that has stood for throughout the past decade and even centuries. You are now responsible, each and every one of you, to uphold the ethical and professional standards that go along with the art and science of medicine. The white coat will serve as a symbol that will permanently imprint this important message and responsibility in your mind. You are about to find out that wearing the white coat is about to change you forever. You will need physical and emotional stamina and resiliency. Your life has never been as difficult, complex, or personally demanding as it is about to become. You will experience exhaustion, exhilaration, frustration, humility, and lots more. However, over the next 36 months, your experiences and learning will combine into an unparalleled period of growth in which you will gain confidence and self-esteem and discover the gratification of choosing a life of meaning, purpose, and service that few others enjoy. There are a few important lessons that come with wearing the white coat. First, one size doesn't fit all. You are all unique with a variety of backgrounds, education, experiences, and perspectives. Each of you will bring something different and enriching to the clinical rotations and back to our institution of learning. Second, you must take it off. Take the coat off, both literally and figuratively. There's a delicate balance between your life's work and your obligations to family and community. Making a life and making a living are separate activities that both demand time, attention, and commitment. Be good at both of them, because they're both hard. Finally, while you receive your personal white coat today, also remember that your clinical work will be conducted as part of a team, a collection of white coats, if you will, and a multitude of support staff with a collective focus on the health and well-being of your patients. While we salute you individually today, remember that you are part of a big team, and a lot of it sitting right in front of you. Remember, no moment is ordinary. Take time to pay attention and cherish them all. Remember, the number one thing, the patient is always the ultimate teacher. Thank you very much, and congratulations to the class of 2017.
Thank you very much, Dr. Friedman. And now, the moment you've been waiting for this evening, the presentation of the white coats. I would like to have Dr. Thomas Rigo and Dr. Patricia Dabrowski join me to present the white coats, and Dr. Zareen Mehta to introduce the students.
Rachel Algor. Ferris Chappell. Brianna Clark. Shayna Cinnamon. Amber Emerson. Mary Ferreira. Nicole Gard. Lydia Hayes. Mikael Larson. Natalie Loyola. Priscilla Mung. and Julia Sweeney.
Congratulations, class of 2017. Let's have one more round of applause for the whole class. And now I'd like to ask Dr. Les Schmeltz to come to the podium to do the audiology oath with our students.
As a doctor of audiology, I pledge to practice the art and science of my profession. To the best of my ability and to be ethical in conduct. Remembering always that my primary responsibility is to the health, safety, welfare, and dignity of all human beings. I will respect and honor my teachers. And also those who forge the path I freely follow. According to their example, I will continue to expand my knowledge and improve my skills. I will collaborate with my fellow audiologists and other professionals. To assure compassionate and effective care of patients. I will, to the best of my ability and judgment, evaluate, manage, and treat my patients. I will keep in confidence all information made known to me about my patients. Except where I'm authorized to impart such knowledge. As a doctor of audiology, I agree to be held accountable for any violation of this oath and the ethics of the profession. I pledge this oath with sincerity and on my honor. Congratulations. You may be seated.
How does it feel to be wearing the white coats? Yeah? Yeah? Are you ready to go out to clinic wearing your white coats now? If your clinics let you? Okay, good. Well, we're very proud of each and every one of you this evening, and we know that you will take this symbolism and the representation of the white coat as you move forward in your next 3 years of education and increase your clinical rotations each and every quarter more and more with your patients, and we're very proud of you. This ends our ceremony for right now, so thank you all for coming, and congratulations.